My mother-in-law said I was too dark for a white wedding dress. I couldn't stop bursting out laughing. My fiancé David's mother Linda had been making comments about my skin since the day we met. Little things like, you tan so easily and your complexion is so exotic that David insisted were compliments but we both knew weren't. I'm black, David's white. Linda's the kind of white woman who says she doesn't see color while clutching her purse when my dad walks in. At our engagement dinner, she asked if I'd be incorporating ethnic traditions into the wedding. When I said no, she looked relieved and said, good. David's family wouldn't understand all that. When we went dress shopping, she suggested ivory or champagne because they're more forgiving colors. Forgiving of what? Oh, you know, different undertones. My mom grabbed my hand under the table so hard I thought she'd break it. The bridal shower was at Linda's country club. All her friends sitting around in pastels while I opened gifts. Linda kept making comments about how brave I was to have such a traditional wedding. Then she stood up to make a toast. Marriage is about compromise, she started. About knowing your place in a family's history and traditions. She looked directly at me. Some traditions are sacred. A white dress means purity, innocence. It's been that way for centuries in our family. The room went quiet. I just think, she continued, that someone with your complexion might want to consider what white does to darker skin. It can be so harsh, so unflattering. Maybe a nice cream or even a bold color would be more appropriate. Everyone stared at me. My cousins, my friends, David's aunts with their pinched faces. I started laughing. Not a polite laugh, not a nervous laugh. The kind of laugh that comes from your stomach when something is so absurd you can't process it any other way. Linda's face went red. I don't see what's funny. I laughed harder, tears streaming down my face, gasping for breath. Are you having a breakdown? She asked. I finally caught my breath. Linda, you think I'm too dark for white? I think you should consider what's appropriate. Appropriate? Yes. I pulled out my phone and showed her a photo. This is my dress. It was the whitest dress I'd ever seen. Blinding white, snow white. So white it practically glowed. That's very white. I know. I bought 7 of them. 7? One for the rehearsal dinner, one for the ceremony, one for the reception, one for the after party, one for the brunch, one for the getaway, and one just because. That's insane. No, what's insane is thinking melanin determines what colors I can wear. I'm trying to help you. Help me what? Disappear? Blend into your family photos? David walked in then. He'd been listening from the hallway. Mom, we need to talk. David, she's being ridiculous. No, Mom, you're being racist. The word hung in the air like a bomb. I'm not racist. I'm marrying my son to her. You're not marrying anyone. I am. And if you make one more comment about her skin, I'm marrying her at City Hall and you'll see the photos on Facebook. Linda started crying. Real tears for once. I just wanted a traditional wedding. Traditional for who? I asked. Because my traditions include wearing whatever the hell I want. The wedding was beautiful. I wore the whitest dress they'd ever seen. It practically lit up against my skin in every photo. Linda wore beige because I told her white was reserved for the bride and she was too pale for cream LMAO.